As Putin assures us that he's not going to fire on NATO, that he's only going to shoot down any jets that we provide, I think it's worth just reflecting on what's going on as we approach Easter. So, domestically, we've got this issue of Rishi Sunak having put out an honours list at an inappropriate or unusual time, simply to award cronies. Now, this looks corrupt. And the question is he doing it simply to make himself rich? Is this a Boris Johnson type of effort? I can't imagine it is. Mr. Sunak doesn't need to make himself rich. He's already the richest Prime Minister we've ever had in number 10. So what is he doing? Why is he doing this? Is it because he feels that he's not going to have an opportunity to patronise anybody in the future? Well, that's certainly possible. After May the 2nd, he may well be forced into a position where he resigns. But it could also be that he is so weak and so unsuited to the job and so demonstrably nice. Now, I know people are going to thunder into the comment section saying, Rishi Sunak, nice, Rishi Sunak is a dreadful man, blah, 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 blah. Actually, Rishi Sunak is clearly a very nice, very agreeable, very charming, very positive man who works incredibly hard. He works very long hours. The Christmas video was I think, not entirely a PR stunt. He is one of the last people to get off his desk and get upstairs to the flat. He works long hours. He puts in the time. He masters the detail. But I don't think his personality is cut out for the job he's doing. And he's not driven like some of the previous MPs, maybe those who bear more resemblance to a mad marionette. He's not driven by some psychopathic desire for control. Or indeed, as I said, by a desire for money. He's got enough. And as for control, that's not really him. What we see from Rishi Sunak's, from the evidence of what Rishi Sunak is doing, what we see is a Prime Minister parroting things that I don't think he believes. I don't think his heart is in stop the boats. I don't think his heart is in much of the stuff that he's putting out, and a lot of it is dictated by the various incumbents of the Home Office. And he's pandering to this far right, I think we now have to call it hard right, of the Conservative Party. I don't think that is his natural position. His natural position is an old-fashioned Thatcherite, which is that you can't spend what you don't have. And that, I think, is quite fair. That, incidentally, is exactly the message that Keir Starmer has been putting out this morning. The coffers are not loaded with money, and we can't spend what we don't have. So, domestically, we're in a mess, and we're partly in a mess because we've got so many bureaucrats who are simply creating work for themselves to justify the fact that they're doing something. I've never understood this office mentality of moving papers, moving documents around the desk to give the impression that you are working. That seems to me like playing a game of Monopoly or Ludo. It's not work, it's paper shuffling. Work is about digesting information and producing something which takes us forward, rather than producing the same information on a different bit of paper. That's playing games. And when you then start removing information from that bit of paper, that's spite. And that, of course, is exactly what I discovered when I went to the hospital the other day. That the bureaucracy is about removing information, so you don't get all the information in one place, and the information which is preserved is wrong. And it's not It's not information that I have corrected. It's not information that I have got wrong. It's just wrong information, or faulty information, or absent information. And the only reason that's there, or the only reason that isn't there, is because somebody has tinkered to prove that they're doing their job, to get their money. Well, maybe they should go and tinker in a coal mine, or tinker in a timber yard where they can actually get some real work done, or go to university and learn how to be a proper doctor. But tinkering with a bit of paper, the only thing to do with a bit of paper when you've tinkered is flush it.